All right, Taurus, here we go. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of October 2022. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. Okay. Taurus, the energy I always get for this angle, your angle on this, is either you were with this person, married or otherwise, and they left you for greener pastures. Maybe they left you for a pastor, I don't know. Or they just ran from you. Right? You were never really together, but they ran from you. It was one of the two. But the strongest is that you were with this person at some point. You banged them, even. It doesn't even have to be married, but, I'm just saying. Either way, greener pastures, right? The grass was greener on the other side. Well, from the pre-shuffle here, with the energy of October, hopefully you watch the overview reading, because it is massive energy. It's tricky energy, too. That said, it's clear from the pre-shuffle that somebody fucked up here. Okay? That's really all it says. We have to see. It's 3 pentacles crossed by justice. Somebody left to find their happiness because they thought it was better on the other side. It's clear. It could be a divorce that happens and somebody's starting a new life. Each party's starting a new life. Or they remarried somebody else. Or they took all... I mean, it's any of that. Or they ran from you to keep something that they have and rebuild something. All of it. It's right there. But they fucked up. They hurt their own self. 3 swords. They hurt their own self by doing it. And this is interesting. I love this combination of energy. The 3 swords is crossed by the magician. Right? But it's like a trickster energy on this magician. The energy is reversed on this magician. It's somebody who used their free will against their own best interests. Probably because of some past pain they never dealt with. Probably because they need to see a therapist and they never did. Something along those lines. It's just the way it goes. And in the process, they put 10 swords in themselves. In themselves, that's them. That's your person, male or female, on the ground. It's what they did to themselves. They weaponized their free will, right? And turned the weapon on themselves. And that's what I get here in the pre-shuffle. I don't know where we're going. We're going to find out. We're going to pull a reading. Let's go. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? Let's find out. Why the fuck are we here? Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Taurus for October 2022, universe. Let's go. Let's go. All right. King of Cups. Yeah. Somebody holds a lot of love for you. That's why we're here. I just told you they put 10 swords in themselves. You saw them lying dead on the ground. Weaponized free will. I don't want you, right? Okay, grass is greener over here. I'm going to bang this person or whatever. Okay. They hold a lot of love for you. They never stop thinking about you. You're all they think about. That they might treat you like crap. They might ignore you. It's possible. King of Cups is known for that. Let's go. What comes after the cut? So we're here because of the love. Because there is love. After the cut. And there's also... It's up for review. It's judgment. Alright? It is. It's judgment. That love is up for review. They are naked before God. Alright? It's somebody's figuring it out here. Somebody wants a second chance. They're coming. The energy is there for a second chance. There is love here. Somebody just needs to put their ego down to get it. Somebody needs to allow the angel energy to flow. Alright. That's why we're here. Okie doke. Let's shuffle the deck. Give the deck a final shuffle. Let's pull ourselves a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Taurus for October 2022. Give me a reading, universe. Some of these signs, these sign angles are so interesting. Yours is. I mean, there's so much energy that comes in here about this. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck, overall energy, Knight of Pentacles. It's a reliable energy. There's a second chance happening here. We can't forget judgment that we saw. What's fueling this? 2 of Wands. Yeah, somebody thought the grass was greener on the other side, but they never let you go. Why? Because they knew they were wrong right from the start. That magician reversed energy often comes up like that. It's like a sociopath. Sociopaths know what they're doing is wrong, but they do it anyway. Whereas a psychopath just lives in their own little loop world. They have no idea what they're doing is wrong. They doesn't even consider it, right? This is like a sociopath energy. They left you here. Never really let you go. They knew it wasn't greener on the other side right from the get-go. Because these two are facing opposite directions. Right? Knight of Pentacles, they're coming back your way. Right? Maybe with an apology, I don't know. But this is a stopped energy here. But this one's facing this way. But there's you. There's you. All you got to do is turn around and they're facing the same way. You're still there. You never went anywhere. That King of Cups proves that. Here we go. Readings on the flip. Let's see where we go here. And I don't care if they divorced you. I don't care if the paperwork went through. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. You're still there. That King of Cups is a strong energy. Right here is the energy around your connection. Right here is how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here is their soul. Right here is the hidden energy. Message from the universe. Red with the energy of the connection. Right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards over the top at the end. Let's go. How's your connection doing? Let's see. Chariot. It is just, it's forward movement. It's when the Chariot falls in the energy of the connection, something's about to pop. This is a stopped energy. This is a fast forward moving energy. Somebody needs to put their ego down and take control. This is the Chariot is driven by a balanced Emperor. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we clarify. I get a weird energy off of that. Hidden energy, right? Yeah, it'll tell us over here. I Freudian slipped it. How are they behaving in the 3D? Sorry about my stuffiness today. The weather's weird. It's changed, so I'm a little stuffy. It's all right. I'm perfectly healthy. You don't have to worry. Right here, King of Pentacles. How they're behaving in the 3D? Probably focusing on their career, focusing on their pentacles, making some money, right? Making some money, focusing on that, focusing on the mundane, the practical career. Yet all the while, there's an urge to come toward the connection. Soul energy, bookending the Chariot. What is it? Four of Wands. If you were married to them, I don't care if the divorce went through. I don't care. They want you back. Okay? End of story. The grass is not greener on. They're just stubborn. They just won't admit it. They got to move on because they'd have to confess something to you. They'd have to tell you that they were fucked up from childhood and this is why I did this, this, or this. Whether you're married or not, it doesn't matter. In the soul, you're their stability. You're the road to the Ten of Pentacles. And they had it and they blew it. All right? Let's see where we go. Hidden energy is supposed to tell us something about the Chariot. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Oh, it's a huge attraction. That's why there's forward movement here. Whoops, my mic fell. This reading is full of technical difficulties. Technical difficulties with my nose. Technical difficulties all over the place. Okay, there's an attraction here. That's why they're very attractive. Even if they left you to go bang someone half your age, it doesn't matter. They're more attracted to you. That kind of shit's a novelty. It wears out quick. It wears out quick, you know. I'm a big Led Zeppelin fan. You know, I listen to all kinds of Iron Maiden and, you know, stuff like that. I can't spend 10 minutes with somebody who knows every song from Boys to Men or some sort of Backstreet this or whatever. I'm like, I ain't going to last. I don't care how great the bang is. All right? That shit, it's over. You know, it's done. It's going to bore real quickly for me. That said, there's some sort of energy here where they're just attracted to you in a big fucking way. Huge attraction. And that's what's causing this Chariot energy, this urge to come towards you, to reboot this thing, to try again, to get that four of Wands, that road to the Ten of Pentacles. In the soul, you're already married. I don't care if you're divorced. I don't give a crap. You're already married to this person in the 5D. Have been, always will be. Done. Potential final outcome, red with the King of Pentacles. Death card. There's our transformation. There's our change. There's somebody here is feeling the energy around them changing, and they're trying to distract themselves with the mundane. They think they're more powerful than the energy around them, and I'm telling you, they're not. They're completely wrong about that. This can be communication in the final outcome. It can be them coming towards you. This card's definitely moving, and this one, the overall energy is still. The attraction is strong here. Somebody wants a reboot on this thing for sure. We'll have to see what happens when we clarify. So let's do it. Let's talk to the witches and let's clarify. Why is the Chariot here? Let's go. All right. My God. I'm going to get me some tea after your reading. I've had a sniffly day. The weather's crazy. Crazy weird. All right, here we go. Chariot. Why is it here? Tell me about it. All right. Five of Wands. Yeah, they fight it. That's what I already told you here about this. Yeah, okay, fine. There's probably a conflict too. The energy of the connection, the environmental energy is Five of Wands, but it's a conflict that we could get past really quickly if somebody would just open up. I'm sure Five of Wands is always nonsense. What's on top? Eight Wands. Communication solves the conflict. Simple. Why is the Eight of Wands here? And also, this is forward movement. This is forward movement. But somebody got to do something. They got to do something. It's the attraction that might bring them in. It's clear. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Lovers. Again, you guys are already, these are bookended. You guys are already married into 5D. Whether you were with them or not, or ever, or whatever in the 3D, it doesn't matter. This is a powerful soul connection you have with this person. They can go bang 500 people half your age. It doesn't matter. They're always going to be thinking of you. You're always going to be better. All right? You are the greener grass. You know, they're wrong about whatever else. It's a very powerful connection. That's all I can say. I mean, it's huge. Look at the cards that have come out. Look at your final outcome here. Look at the soul energy. It's 4 Wands. That's like one of the most ideal cards to have there. All right, King of Pentacles. Why is it here? So this person, probably, this is typical in human nature, to mask problems we never dealt with. Emotional problems that we carpet swept, either from childhood or as we grew up or something from the past, PTSD even. It's typical to mask those problems by focusing on career and the mundane and pentacles and things like that. You think getting a bunch of money and being successful is going to make you feel better. It's going to fix all those problems. It's not. It's wrong. It's not going to happen that way. All right. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Tell me about the King of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Everything I just told you. Okay? There's something this person hasn't dealt with from the past. It's what's causing this whole mess with you. Something they've never dealt with. They never looked at. They carpet swept it. So they hold back. They hold that back. There's fear here. There's fear of something coming out. There's fear of talking about it. They mask it with Pentacles. They mask it with career or whatever practical sort of things around hobbies. Could be anything like that. Spend all their time under the hood of their car working on that. Don't pay attention to anything. It could be anything like that. What's on top? Strength card. Fear. Fear surrounding the Strength card. Okay? Again, they get strength from this. It's what I already told you about human nature. People carpet sweep emotional problems and feel like if they will focus on their career, everything will be fine. As long as I have this, as long as I have this. And it's the type of person that looks at their bank balance every fucking day. Because it's their own, they derive their self-worth from the Pentacle. It's where they draw their strength from. They're afraid of something. I got fear in the environment, and I got fear around the Strength card. Why is the Strength card here? 6 of Pentacles. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. They draw strength from having a bunch of money, from having a bunch of Pentacles. It probably is money for a good number of you. It's typical of societal energy, right? Everybody thinks they got a bunch of money. Now I can keep up with the Kardashians, right? Woohoo! Why? Who gives a shit? It's all that matters are the cups, the emotional issues. If you have emotional issues, it doesn't matter how much money you got. It doesn't. It doesn't matter how much fame you got. Paul Stanley from Kiss, he had a wonderful thing he said about fame, which I like, which is kind of what this is here if you have a bunch of money. It's that kind of thing. He says, he talked about people sometimes. People say people turn into assholes when they become popular or when they become famous or when they get a bunch of money or something like that. Paul Stanley, he's great. He said, fame doesn't make you an asshole. It allows you to be the asshole that you always were. And it's true. It's this cover story that this person has here of masking the emotional problems with the Pentacles. It doesn't matter. They're hiding something. They're masking something. It's why they behave the way they do. The universe itself doesn't care. You guys are married into 5D. You're already together. And it doesn't much care what the 3D people do as long as you balance out individually. Okay? This person's out of balance. And they derive a lot of their self-worth from pentacles. Alright? Why is the Four of Wands here? Tell me about the Four of Wands. Why is it here? Four of Wands. This is powerful energy in the soul. This person's got a good soul. I don't dislike your person. Okay? Some of the signs I dislike their person. Alright? I dislike the energy. But not this. This is Four of Wands in the soul is nice. You guys have a wonderful relationship in the 5D. You're frolicking, you're doing things, you're going to farmers markets, holding hands. You know, 5D speaking. Four of Wands, why is that here? Tell me about it. Nine of Pentacles. It's the push-pull between, I'll just phrase it this way. You don't have to be married to the person or never have to be, or we're just using the word. It's the push-pull between marriage and freedom. Okay? This is someone who thinks that if they're tied down, they're not going to be free to do things. Okay? There's an energy of them wanting to be free, but the way they go about being free doesn't make them happy. So they're kind of fucking up. Like I said in the pre-shuffle. They've weaponized their free will and have turned the weapon on themselves. Okay? Their whole point of view is skewed by something they're afraid to look at, that they mask with pentacles. What's on top? Three swords. Everything I just told you just got verified with three swords. What did I just say? They use their free will, weaponize it, and turn it on themselves. And right here, it's nothing but pain. They had this. For a good number of you, you had this Four of Wands with this person. Okay? In the 3D, now even in the 5D, it's hurting the energies a little bit. But this person, deep down in the soul, tells themselves that they're handling everything right, that they're doing good. That's all ego. They're hurting themselves. Why is the three swords here? Five swords. Short-term thinking. Sabotage. I just got done saying they're hurting themselves, and then I pull the Five of Swords, the card of self-sabotage. Yeah. Everything I told you is valid. It's right here. There's something they're hiding. There's something from the past that happened to them that they haven't really looked at. Maybe they need to see a therapist. They never did. I don't know. But whatever it is, it causes them to behave the way they are. This is a beautiful connection, though. They can't help but feel it. And the change in the energy is causing the attraction to grow. It's very clear. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Tell me about this. Tell me about this. Let's take a look. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us. It's separate from the reading, but it is read with the energy of the connection. Let's see. So indirectly, it ties to the soul energy always, too. All right. Here we go. Holy shit. I just got done saying so indirectly it ties to the soul energy because these are bookends. The soul is a Four of Wands. Four of Wands crossing the Queen of Wands. Again, all this person, it sounds corny. All this person wants to do, I don't care how they treat you. I don't care if they ignore you. I don't care if they divorced you to go bang someone half your age. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I could give two shits. Couldn't give two shits. All they want to do is marry you. All they want to do is be with you. You are their Four of Wands. And of course that's true. They don't know why it's true. They'd love to believe their own bullshit here in the 3D. But it's true because you're already married in the 5D. The universe just verified it. And the story. This person's acting all superficial on the surface. It's nonsense, but this is mostly attraction energy that's coming off of this queen. And she's wearing yellow. Yellow is forward movement. Chariot's forward movement. And they're red together. What's on top? Wheel of Fortune. They go back and forth on reaching out, on telling you things, on fixing this. The energy itself is changing around this person, which is kicking up the attraction. I saw this quite a bit in the overview reading a little bit. Well, yeah, quite a bit actually. The attraction kicking up, for sure. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Five of Cups. Oh, I get it. I get it. That's the disappointment. That's the regret. That's the sadness. This person tries to mask whenever they feel this for you, right? Whenever they really start to feel you, this Three Swords even, right? They mask it. They flip it around. It's a superficial. It's a pretense. It's nonsense. It's them masking with all of these pentacles over here again. It's what I've already told you. Okay? There's something they're afraid of and they're running from. Something from the past, I'm sure. All right? Let's see the final outcome. Tell me about the Death card. Where's this going? What's the final on this, universe? I'll go get me a cup of tea before I start Gemini. All right, here we go. Hey, my readings are just as good whether I'm sniffly or not. It don't affect the energy reading. I'm telling you, you're already married to this person in the 5D. It's probably, if you were married to them in the 3D, it's probably why you met in the first place. Because that marriage has been together in the 5D long before you two were fucking born. I can tell you that by the energy that's here. I don't get 3 swords in the soul for a bang in a bar parking lot. Alright? And this person just fucking it up. They're causing these 3 swords to come into the 3D. Because of this. Because whenever we mask... Again, I told you, something they're not dealing with. They mask it with the pentacles, right? If they feel like if they have a bunch of money, they'll be fine. Kind of, it could be something along those lines. But whatever it is. Here, you see it here. Right? There it is. There's something that person needs to deal with. And rather than come talk to you and say how sad they are, right? Then what they do is they flip it. And they go all Queen of Wands, fakey McFakerman on it. Even though the attraction for you is huge. The end result is the Death card. There's some kind of change here. Death card for the last month and a half has just been reflecting an energy of change. Death card is representing the month of October. Death and justice represent October. Death representing the change the universe is trying to bring in. We got the disappointment from your person. We're missing the other ingredient of them getting pissed at themselves and doing something. It's really tough for this person to put down the ego. They've got to get emotional. They've got to allow themselves to feel this. All right? Why is the Death card? Oh, you're just going to stay married in the 5D, and in the 3D, one of you will watch tarot readings, and the other one will, I don't know, make a bunch of money or deal with stupid practical things. Why is the Death card here? Why? 3 of Cups. Okay, there's a third energy here. It has nothing to do with someone else they're banging or anything like that. There's a third energy here, and it's something they're not dealing with. This person needs to open up. There's an environmental energy. The energy around them is changing. There's the energy itself. Every morning they get up with an urge to open up, to look at that thing, whatever it is from the past, to look at whatever it is they're not looking at, to allow this to flow, to not flip this and turn into this. Okay? There's an urge with the Death card here. The energy around them is changed. The energy around them is allowing for opening up. And this person, I don't know. We got to see where this goes. What's on top? This card is why Death is here. And it's red with the Strength card. 2 of Wands. There we go again with the fucking 2 of Wands. There we go. You're still there. It's just, they just keep looking away. Alright? Because they keep looking at this other wand where they draw their strength from this 6 of Pentacles, from having all these pentacles. Here you go, little one. Here you go. You know, that kind of thing. Whatever it is, it's all ego over here. But you're still there. What will this person turn around? Why is the 2 of Wands here? We'll see together. I haven't looked. I didn't even peek. 5 of Wands. Again, it's the great conflict. It's the great conflict. The energy is there for them to open up. The energy is there for you two to come together. We see it here. On the universe here, with the 5 of Wands, which was crossing here, whatever is keeping you guys apart, communication will solve it. Opening up will solve it. Banging will solve it. But this person will not get past their fucking ego. 5 of Wands here tells me there's very little stopping them. The energy is very strong. The urge is strong to reach out. It's major arcana fucking strong. But this person just finds a way to flip this. As soon as they feel this, feel whatever this is that keeps them in pentacles, they flip it and they become the Queen of Wands. All right? They think, you know, this can play out a lot of ways. I see this in people all the time. I got a friend, every time he starts to feel something for somebody, he goes out to a bar and picks up some girl and bangs her in a bar parking lot. That's what he does. That's how he gets over it. Right? And so that he doesn't have to be with that person. He makes sure she finds out. Right? Brags about it the next day or something. You know, that kind of thing. So he looks like an asshole. It's all of that energy is kind of here. I'm not saying that's what your person does. I'm just saying it's the energy. It's how they're behaving in their own way, like that person. It's a lot of self-sabotage all the way down to the soul. They know, they can feel that you two are married in the 5D. They know that. They can feel, they sure as fuck can feel this lover's energy. Abso-fucking-lutely. We see it here. This card is red with the lovers. The moment they feel it, they flip it. And we see it here in the final outcome. But the energy is there for communication, for them to open up. 3 of Cups is a bigger card of communication for me than the 8 of Wands in the Minor Arcana. And it's there. It's the affecting energy around it. But your person keeps getting in the way. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe. All right? Let's do it. Give me 3 cards. What else you want to tell Taurus before we go? What else you want to tell the Ford Taurus before we go? Now, don't give me a reading on a Ford Taurus, all right? I don't want that. All right, here we go. What else you want to tell Taurus? 3 cards from the bottom. There it is. There it is. He's here. It's the devil. Many layers of energy here. You two have a soul contract. You two are tied, are married in the 5D. Probably were married in the 3D for some of you. You both seen each other naked. Fine, maybe. Or you've thought about each other naked. That energy is there. I'll give it to you. It's all carnal knowledge here. You know, it's the devil. Abso-fucking-lutely. But also, this is that shit that they haven't dealt with. This is your person's inner demons. And it's what's keeping this thing apart. And it's the devil is tied directly to the strength card. The universe is telling us, there's the strength card, exactly what I told you. They derive their strength from being the King of Pentacles and not dealing with it. As soon as they start to feel something, they flip it, shut it down, go all fakey McFakerman on it. Right? And right there is the 7 of Wands. They're defensive towards this, whatever this is. They're defensive toward what they feel for you. They're defensive about everything. If they spank bank you, where they picture you naked and spank bank you, they're defensive towards that. They feel afterward that I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. They keep telling themselves that. It's nonsense. This person needs to move on. The energy underneath them the environmental energy is forward moving toward calmer waters. All right? This person may or may not get the strength to deal with this in October. I do not know. This can cut both ways. I doubt it, based on how the final outcome came out. I think what's probably going to happen is the environmental energy, just like the Death card here, I said the energy of change, with the environmental energy of the 3 of Cups, encouraging them to reach out and deal with that energy all the way around, all through this reading. The universe is encouraging this person to deal with this demon, whatever it is. And they're defensive to it. And they just keep drawing on their strength. This strength card points me to this. They just keep trying to be the King of Pentacles. It's a very ego energy in this case. Ego around pentacles, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be money, just a practical thing. Okay? Maybe they could fix toasters. And they got a real big ego about, I'm the best toaster fixer in town. And they just focus on that and keep telling themselves that. Keep focusing on that and picturing it. So that's where they derive their self-worth from. That ability to fix toasters. You know, anything can be pentacles like that. Okay? Not always money, but for a lot of you it is. It's career and money and all that kind of stuff. So that's your reading. Okay? You got a real winner here. I mean, you do. In the soul, I like this person very much. I wish I could help them. Because you got a beautiful connection in the 5D. But every time they feel it, they shut that fucking shit down. And they do. They have weaponized their own free will and turned the weapon on themselves. And right here we saw it with the 5 of Swords right there in the soul. So right now, overall energy, we have a stopped energy. Right? Someone holding on to that pentacle for dear life. The universe doesn't even know which way it's going to go. All it's saying is I'm facilitating the ability for this to come together. It's up to this person's free will. But we all know how they use their free will, don't we? Right? So that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. It's honest. It's accurate. That I can tell you. You got to apply some of my analogies. You're all dealing with different people. But it's spot on. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck, Taurus.